episode of the Outsiders Podcast. I'm Tom Guns, along with Mean Dean and JG. JG, how you feeling after last week?
You know what? I'm feeling pretty good. First off, I just want to apologize to our fans. Yeah, that's a little touchy subject for me when we talk about Roman Reigns. I shouldn't have got that heated over it, but, you know, sometimes you just get those issues that just touch the wrong chords.
Yeah, Roman Reigns is like an unmentionable now in the group.
He's part of the holy trinity of the family.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, we talk about it. We talk about Vince McMahon, Illuminati, the entire Samoan tribe in WWE.
You got Yokozuna from the early 90s. He
Yeah.
was part of the family. He was the main guy.
They killed him to make room for The Rock.
Exactly. They killed. Well, let's
be honest. Was Yokozuna the Rock's sacrifice in the Illuminati?
Yep, that's it.
Yokozuna could have fit The Rock and Roman Reigns. So
double sacrifice.
They killed him to make two.
All right, guys, we're ready for Outside Talk. We'll fire off on the first subject, Elimination Chamber card. Currently, we got Natalya and Nikki Bella. What do you think?
I like Natalya.
I'm going to go with Tommy. I like Natalya in this.
Is it just the bloodline? Is that all it is?
It's not even the bloodline, but you got bloodline or who stuck who off to get to where she's at.
Is it because I called Bret Hart a bitch in the last episode?
No, that's because I really like her spoiled bitch mentality right now, where she just thinks she deserves everything. Kind of reminds me of Bret Hart when he went to the.
But then you got Nikki Bella who flat backed it all the way to where she's at.
Yeah, you know what's really funny? They are making way more light of that. Like with the whole Carmella deal and Nikki Bella, or not Nikki Bella, Natalya, they're literally, they keep telling her that, oh, you basically sucked your way to the top.
Well, I mean, honestly, isn't it true? We got total Bellas now. Didn't we have total Divas to start? Why do they need their own show?
How did they do that?
We all
know. We all know.
Yeah, we watched the show. We don't need to worry about that.
See what happened to Brian? Just kidding.
Oh my God. The women's title match for SmackDown, Alexa Bliss versus Naomi.
I'm huge for Bliss, fellas. Like, I don't know what it is right now. She is fire. Yes. I love Harley Quinn. She could be the best Harley Quinn ever. Not only that, let's be honest, she's kind of really good at what she does.
Are they still going to roll with the Mickie James angle on her?
Oh, I figure so, but Mickey's past her time. I don't know.
She's past her time. She's like a wine. She gets better with age. She's awesome. I like Mickie James.
I don't really care. The only thing I remember about Mickie James is when she grabbed Trish's crotch at WrestleMania and then licked her fingers. That's the one thing I remember about her. And that's the first time my dad ever told me while watching wrestling, oh, that was inappropriate.
All I gotta say is at least she's not as bad a wrestler as her husband. Yeah, I mean you, Magnus.
Magnus sucks, dude.
Sick burn.
Yeah, Magnus sucked. How hard did they push Magnus? Jesus
he flat backed it all the way to the top.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm on Bliss. That's fine. I mean, I could care less.
You don't like Naomi?
I mean,
come on. She was. I watched her since she was a Funkadectal with Brodus Clay.
Funkadectal?
Yeah, she was that lady that came out dancing.
Oh, she's coming out with neon lights. Like I can't see anything when she comes out other than her hair.
Yeah, I think she's just trying to promote her,
brand.
her singles and shit, yeah. All right, tag team turmoil. When was the last time you heard the term turmoil in a tag team match? Yeah, too long, right? American Alpha versus the Ascension versus Heath Slater and Rhino versus the Vaudevillains, who gives a shit, versus Breezango versus the Usos, who apparently, now that they're wearing hats and pants, they're bad guys.
So they don't wear their face paint no more?
They don't they? Or is it all black?
I'm watching Tuesday night, and I see them come out, and they're just wearing regular street clothes. I'm like, what the hell happened? What happened with that grand entrance where they show their heritage? Like, I'm not a huge Usos fan, but that was pretty entertaining. Maybe it's kind of like, okay.
Maybe they got kicked out of the Samoan Illuminati.
Right, because they're part of the Rock family, so maybe they made Rocky mad.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, he probably bent a bunch of his family over and spanked them.
Just like Rikishi.
Yeah. And then we got the Elimination Chamber. The champ is there. AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt, Baron Corbin, The Miz, and WWE Intercontinental Champion Dean Ambrose. What do you guys think about that? I like that they're bringing back the Chamber. I've always liked the Chamber.
It's like a cage match on steroids, in my opinion.
For me, I love the Chamber, but I just have one problem with the Chamber. I don't think it should be a pay-per-view to itself. If you're going to make it a pay-per-view to itself, do like you do with TNA and Lockdown. Make every match a Chamber match. Let me see them ladies wrestle in it. If you're going to give that the idea of the card, make it the whole card all the way through.
I would agree.
Not just a portion.
They just started breaking ground with the ladies, though, having a cage match earlier in the
I was going to say, like, I think the ladies in Elimination Chamber would be pretty awesome. It seemed like they changed the outside where the steel grates were from steel to plastic almost. Doesn't it look like different?
It was early 2000s. It was all steel. Like
it was all steel.
When HBK came back and he was wearing his
when he won the title,
when he was wearing the jeans. You remember that where he's like fighting against Triple H?
Yeah, where he got sledgehammer.
Yeah. It was all steel, but now it's like.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't know. I just think that's the one thing TNA does do right is Lockdown pay-per-view. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the card's great or the wrestlers are great. I'm just saying the idea of the whole pay-per-view being locked down inside a cage, phenomenal.
You know, they got all that from TNA. And once TNA was hot at the end of 2000, I don't know, it was like 10. It was all, it was Lockdown, Destination X.
Destination X, yeah.
It was all those, they literally did pay-per-views based on their matches, and then all of a sudden WWE's pay-per-views are Hell in a Cell, Money in the Bank, Elimination Chamber, so...
But didn't Hell in a Cell start with Taker and Michaels? That was a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, but not based...
Well, not really. It was In Your House, Bad Blood.
But...
It was...
All right.
Yeah, it was...
But the Hell in a Cell was the main attraction.
Fellas, since we're talking about cages and we're talking about cells, can I just remind you of the WCW's 3 cages of death?
The one from Ready to Rumble?
Yeah, with David becoming the champ, thanks to DDP.
I was thinking War Games, but...
War Games is my favorite pay-per-view of all time. I think if Survivor Series was like War Games, oh my God, would ratings go through?
But that would take tickets away from Vince McMahon, which tickets equal money. So you don't want to do that because...
Why? Okay, I bet... Okay, me and you went to Raw, Denver, Colorado.
Yep.
First time Goldberg came back in 12 years, right?
Yep.
How many seats were full? Was it a full house?
No, they had the whole top section
blocked off.
We had fun. We had fun, but we saw people just top row blocked off. There were seats down below still open.
That were open, yeah. It's not the same. So Elimination Chamber, yeah. I mean, whatever. Whoever's gonna win is gonna win. JG, Bray for me.
You know I got Bray for life.
Yeah. I don't know what Dean Ambrose and The Miz have to do with it. My thing with the Elimination Chamber match itself is it shows how weak that roster is for SmackDown. Because you have all your top guys in there. There's no other matches on the card to fight. You have every single top guy from SmackDown in there, and that's 6 deep.
How did The Miz become a top guy?
Honestly, The Miz is catching on from his promos and stuff, and that's fine. I mean, whatever, but
I remember saying I like The Miz, but I don't think he's a top guy.
For me, I just think it's the respect aspect, guys. I think they're finally taking a full acknowledgement of everything he put himself through, let's be honest, starting on Real World, showing his love for wrestling, progressing on, becoming the fan announcer, where you go in the crowd, have them talk.
Or then he did.
They're just finally giving him the props he deserves. And let's be honest, who doesn't love to see Maurice? Exactly, fellas.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, she's not hard on the eyes, but
yeah, but you would fuck Stephanie McMahon in a heartbeat.
I would say.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
Jesus Christ, she is the finest thing. And have you heard her intro? Man,
come on now.
You can tell she's dirty girl.
I would not kick her out of the bed for eating crackers or soup.
Soup, if she burnt me, she's gone.
No, she can burn me all she wants. Shit. I'm getting $1 billion out of that shit. Let's go.
Hall of Fame thoughts, guys. What's up? Hall of Fame in general. I mean, Kurt's in. That's great. I love Kurt.
The Hall of Fame to me, it just seems like the good old boys club. Like you're friends with Triple H, you get in. You're friends with Vince McMahon, you get in. You burn crosses, but you make up with Vince McMahon, you're in.
They did put in the Freebirds, and they had all sorts of heat for a long time with WWE.
Who's next? X-Pac? Because he's Triple H's buddy?
That probably.
He'll get in.
Greatest European champ of all time. I'm just kidding.
Hey, I'm not. He is.
I just think I love the Hall of Fame, seeing the entrance and all that stuff, but the more I see it, it seems like a good old boys club. It's not like the NFL Hall of Fame. Or the MLB Hall of Fame to me.
MLB Hall of Fame's tough as shit to get into.
Tommy, I'm glad you touched on that point. And you make a great point, Josh. That's how I wish the Hall of Fame was more like. I don't wish it was so easy to get in. For example, Pete Rose is in the Hall of Fame. Donald Trump's in the Hall of Fame. Like, come on. These aren't even guys who you can consider part-timer. These are guys who had one moment. I get it.
You
made a little bit of splash.
Yeah.
You made it a little exciting for that one show. But come on. The Hall of Fame is something that you should receive for having a glorious career. One match, one moment inside the ring, that shouldn't get you anywhere. And let's just be honest. Donald Trump wasn't even inside the ring. The most important thing he did that whole night was cut Vince's hair.
Yeah.
No, he took a stunner from Stone Cold.
Oh.
So he got Hall of Fame for taking a stunner.
I mean, honestly, let's be real. Both of you are absolutely right. It is a boys' club. It's whoever made money for Vince. But if you're telling me that Drew Carey can be in the Hall of Fame for being in the Rumble for 3 minutes and roughly 30 seconds and then hopping his happy ass out when Kane is there, but Owen Hart of all fucking people isn't in the Hall of Fame, is Lex Luger in the fucking Hall of Fame?
No.
Like, I'm sorry, I really don't fucking get the Hall of Fame. I don't understand it. Like, there are guys who are in there who deserve to be in there, of course. You got Piper, you got Brett.
You got Scott Hall.
Or Razor. I mean, I'm glad they called him Razor, but let's be fucking real. He's Scott fucking Hall. Like, that's who he really was.
Whoa. Touchy subject for me, buddy. You know how I feel about the man.
I loved Razor Ramon, but did you know Scott Hall as Razor? Or when he went back to WCW as...
I think JG's more of a Razor guy.
As Razor.
I remember him as Scott Hall, yeah.
For me, it is definitely the first time I ever seen this man cut his promo on WWE, sounding like Scarface, talking about machismo, which, let's be honest, I still to this day don't know what machismo is, but you know what? It makes me want to be a man.
Did you remember Razor Ramon? Or did you remember Scott Hall cutting through the arena, hopping over the barricade?
Yeah, but everybody thought that was Razor, to be fair.
But when he says, you know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here.
But see, that's not Razor to me. Razor to me is Razor from WCW. Like pink knee pads, pink tights, coming out with his gold chain, slicked back hair, oily as
Razor
shit.
as a bad guy or Razor as a good guy?
Bad guy always. You know why? The bad guy is here.
Always, yep. All right, best road to WrestleMania.
Mine, honestly, was 2 years ago. When Seth Rollins, at the end of WrestleMania, cashed in. He had the Money in the Bank. It was all leading up. You know, you watch WrestleMania, the end match, Seth Rollins comes in.
Yeah, Seth Rollins was pretty hot at that time, so you didn't know what was going to happen with that briefcase.
And then you hear the music go off.
Yeah, that was insane.
And then you go.
Yeah, that was another one of those moments where you kind of throw up your hands like, whoa, what the fuck just happened?
I appreciate Seth Rollins because he saved me from another headache that year. So,
yeah. All right, JG, what about you? Best road to WrestleMania?
For me, it's going to be 97, man. I mean, there's going to be no build-up like the Stone Cold Bret Hart feud. Like, I was so excited to see the I Quit match. And then when we finally got there and Stone Cold never quit, instead he just passes out for blood loss. Most amazing thing I've still seen to this day in the WWE. They truly did it right.
And you'll never see it again.
No, you won't.
You won't see it again. Mine would have to be 1991, the build-up to two matches. The Hogan and Bad Guy Slaughter during Desert Storm when he turned on America. Wasn't he rolling with Sheik?
Yeah, he was rolling with Sheik. Phenomenal times.
I saw Sheik at Colorado Mills Mall too.
What?
Did you?
Yeah.
Did he say, fuck you, Hulk Hogan?
No, I didn't say. I just kept telling my wife, I was like, that's fucking Iron Sheik. I just walked past this dude, and he had a WWE shirt on and his head thing, so I was like, this is crazy.
Why did you go walk up to him?
Dude, it's a fucking Iron Sheik. What am I going to say to him? Hi, I'm a big fan.
He's actually a wrestling, legitimate wrestling.
But that match,
too,
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I should have,
Camel clutch.
Camel clutch. The other match that it was really built up for me was Randy Savage Ultimate Warrior career match on the line, which was one of the great matches in WrestleMania history. So that was a big one. I love how they played it off. I love how Warrior and him were, what was it? Savage went out at Rumble against Slaughter and busted him with that scepter.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was a great build-up too. So that was mine. New segment. We're doing something called the over-under. We're going to list off a superstar, and we're going to tell you whether we think they are overrated or underrated. Tommy, Goldberg, overrated or underrated?
Honestly, I still think he's underrated. You know, he comes in, he does his job. He's not like, he's still got that name about him, but he's not completely overrated. He can still work.
Dude's jacked still.
He comes in at, like, what, 52 years old? Like, yeah, he's still, like, but come on. He's
old as
52
dirt.
years old, and
Yeah.
he's still doing it.
Still got
I'm
it.
32 years old. I can't do it.
What do you think,
For
Goldberg?
me, he's overrated. He just doesn't sell enough for everybody else. I mean, the key match that I'm always going to remember until my dying days when he wrestled with William Regal. William Regal gave him openers to perform moves. What did Goldberg do? Just sat there lost.
Shit the
Why?
bed on that one, yep. Yeah, definitely screwed the pooch on that one.
I got Rob Van Dam.
For me, I absolutely love Rob Van Dam. I mean, you brought in something I loved from the 80s, which is the 90s, Jean-Claude Van Damme Bloodsport, and you made that a wrestling gimmick for me. I mean, what's better than that?
And he looks just like him. Like, it's
Exactly.
insane.
So you were RVD the whole effing show.
For life.
Were you RVD ECW too, or
Yes,
were you,
sir.
Yeah.
He was the whole show.
Yeah,
I
he was
first
the whole
knew
show.
about. I mean, I didn't know about ECW until they did the
the invasion.
the invasion angle on Raw in '96.
So you weren't watching them when
Or it was
they were on-
'97. Yeah.
You weren't watching them on TNN back in the day.
No, I
when they
wasn't
were on
watching
the road.
them. But the best heel work I've ever seen Van Damme do is during the invasion, because he did come out as a whole fucking show, and but it wasn't ECW Rob Van Dam. It was watered down. So
Yeah.
because I like the watered down version, I like the other version.
ECW
too.
version was
Yeah.
way better.
Oh man,
Much
and
better.
I can't remember what his manager's name was. You know, same guy that did with Sabu. But I love the whistle blower.
Oh God, Sabu, the whistleblower.
Oh no, all I can think about is the whistle. Woo woo woo! Constantly through
I
matches.
don't know why I'm blanking on his name. Anyway, yeah.
It's called Paul Heyman.
Yeah, call Paul.
He'll get it.
On your speed dial, right?
All right, so guys, I got one that isn't so much thought of as a superstar to everybody. But Tommy, let me start with you. How do you feel about Tajiri?
I hear Tajiri, I think Tori Wilson. That's the only thing that comes to mind, because the only thing that I liked about Tajiri was his manager, Tori Wilson. I didn't give a crap about his finisher. I didn't like Tajiri. Change the channel.
Tarantula.
The tarantula. Oh, okay. Oh, big deal. Tori Wilson's on. I'm watching that.
That's
It's an
okay. That's
illegal
fair.
Move anyways.
That's
legal
fair.
move anyways, outside the
That's
ropes.
fair. ECW Tajiri, because I'd watched ECW later after I found out about it. ECW Tajiri was big for me. It was him and Mikey Whipwreck as the tag team. Who the hell is the manager? He also managed Abyss for a long time. Yeah.
Oh God, he managed like Wrath and all those guys. in
The
WCW.
devil-looking dude.
Yeah. James Mitchell.
There you go.
James Mitchell.
Yeah,
That's
because he
it.
managed. What was that guy's name?
He managed quite a
Riot,
few.
Wrath, and
Yes.
Yeah,
Mortis.
Yeah, that's
Nope.
right. Yeah, so he's under for me. Batista. The Animal. Do you think he's an animal?
Triple H's friend. He's overrated.
I don't know if they're friends anymore, bro. They ended
mean-
on bad terms.
I mean, come on. Homeboy had his belly button pierced.
Did
Homeboy
he?
was. Oh yeah, he did.
I heard he-
came out. He came out as Deacon Batista. He had that little. He had
And-
all that stuff, and he started working out with Triple H. Probably giving him a little what on the backside.
Yeah.
You know what? He got popular because he was Triple H's buddy.
I heard Morrison, paid Batista to fuck Melina.
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah, isn't that right?
That's really
I
weird.
heard Batista fucked with a bunch of women.
You wouldn't have to pay me to fuck Melina.
No, she's banging. Don't get me wrong. She just came out in Lucha.
Did she?
Yeah, to end season 1, she came out with Johnny Morrison and
That's
won in the
cool.
match. But she's phenomenal still to this day, sir.
She's probably looser than a goose, though.
I imagine most of them will be, yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
What
She
else
is
do they
no
do
Kelly
there?
Kelly.
They
She is
wrestle
no
and
Kelly
fuck. That's
Kelly.
probably,
The
yeah,
ho-hos.
that's it.
For me, I mean, it's real simple, man. There was only one person that carried Evolution, and it was definitely not Batista. So for me, Batista just highly overrated. I mean, it's as simple as this. When he came back for the Rumble, did any of us really want to see him win it?
No.
If anything, that was the year I wanted to see the guy that I can't stand now win it all.
Yep.
I got one that's really crazy, guys. You know, he just got the purchase of TNA. He's about to be the new overseer over there. So I want to know your guys' opinion. So Josh, I'm going to start with you. We talk about this all the time. Jeff Jarrett. Over under.
Yeah. Jeff Jarrett, I don't know. I can't tell you because he went so hard as a heel. It's hard for me to say that he was overrated at that time. The way he treated Hogan, even though that was a work. And the way he always put the fucking belt on him in TNA, which was bullshit. But he really, when you think about it, he had Styles. He had American Outlaws. He had Joe. He had all these guys in TNA to help carry him. And yeah, he brought in some of the older guys, but Jarrett ran TNA the way TNA should have been run. He was a bitch in WWE. I mean, the only thing I liked about Jarrett in WWE is when he hit Mae Young with a guitar. Oh, it was what's her face?
Not Mae Young.
Yeah, her counterpart.
Oh God,
Great Moolah.
Great Moolah.
Yeah. So he hit great. That was the best thing I've seen. But he had a feud with China. Like, who gives a shit? And then he goes to TNA and he puts this whole thing on. Like, he bounced way too much back and forth. So if I had to pick one and I had a gun pointed at me, sorry, Brian Pillman. Over.
What?
It's over. It's got to be over.
I think he's underrated. He's got a mind for wrestling. Like, I don't care about his in-ring work, whatever, but he's got a... He started TNA from early, like, 2003, 2004. He started TNA. Yep. Then it got sold to a corporation. Then Dixie Carter took over and ran into this shit.
Got big for a while.
Got big for a while. Then he sold off. Then he started... What?
Global Force Wrestling.
Started them. They started doing stuff with TNA, like they back and forth it. So
yeah, I remember the exact time you're talking about. Man.
I think he's underrated. He's got a good mind for wrestling. Just not an in-ring guy, but he's a Vince McMahon type of mind.
Yeah.
See, for me, I'm somewhere in the middle of both of you. Behind the scenes, he's phenomenal, but outside on the thing, let's be honest. Jeff Jarrett doesn't bring a dime into the sea. Nobody wants to see Jeff. I mean. Yeah, if he's there with the Road Dogg, I'd love to watch that again. Let's do Double J.
The roadie?
But Jeff Jarrett, come on. King of the Mountain?
Come on, Slapnuts.
This guy, all he does, the biggest joke to show his face in wrestling to me. If he was behind the scenes, he'd be phenomenal. Maybe he could give Vince a little run for his money.
Sure.
But let's be honest, with him taking over TNA sometime within the next 3 to 4 months, we're going to see him try to put the belt back on himself.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm with it.
I bet Kurt Angle loves Jeff Jarrett.
Oh my God. That's got to be saved for another show. Jesus Christ. Our new segment for episode 2 is called Greener Than Goose Shoot. For those fans who don't know, greener than goose shit is one term, meaning that the wrestler is so green that they're just not good at all. And shoot is another term, breaking kayfabe and being real, either in or outside of the ring. So we are going to do Greener Than Goose Shoot on one superstar that we think is greener than goose shit shoot. All right, so I will start. I'm going with Jinder Mahal. You tan motherfucker. Listen, get the fuck out of the ring. First of all, Rusev can't carry you because Rusev can't carry Lana. Lana's carrying Rusev. You have to understand something. Jinder had no point in coming back to the WWE. There's no reason he needs to be in ROH or TNA or wherever the fuck he's gonna be. Jinder Mahal is a piece of shit wrestler who is greener than fuck for the last 10 years. Fuck you, Jinder. Sorry. No, nothing personal. I don't want you to beat me up because I'm sure you could, but fuck you, Jinder.
Those veins in his arm would probably kill you.
Probably, yeah.
Mine is Tyler Breeze. You made a character on taking selfies and doing duck faces. What are you, a 13-year-old girl?
It was popular in NXT.
It could have been popular in NXT. It's popular on my fucking Facebook page with my 13-year-old cousins doing it. But you go out to and now you're with fucking, what's his face, Fandango?
Breezango.
God damn. Jesus Christ.
They took the two.
Fucking go back to bagging groceries or doing whatever you did. I don't want to see you because guess what? I don't want... Station comes on.
How is Chuck and Billy better than these guys?
Yo, Chuck and Billy were amazing, fellas. Let me tell you, I still listen to their theme song to this day. It's the most romantic music I've ever heard in my life.
The best
Didn't you all think they were getting married?
You look
So good to me.
The best part about Tyler Breeze was Summer Rae. And then she picked her ass on fucking Raw, and I changed the station.
Summer Rae. I don't know about that shit.
That face did it for me. I just couldn't handle it. A little too much.
Who you got?
All right, so mine, and a lot of people aren't going to like this, but mine is the Ascension. I understand what you did in NXT, and that's really nice, man. But you know what that is? That's the minor leagues, big boy. When you get to the big show, do it for reals. You know what? Get rid of your gimmick. We all know what you're trying to be. You're no LOD. You're
no LOD.
You're no LOD. Let's just get real, man. Wrestlers look at that, look across the ring at you, and they just laugh. Like, really, you're going to waste my time with this?
Road Warrior Hawk?
I don't know. Just take 6 months off, reevaluate your life, come back, and do something else. And if you can't do a different character, then you just need to move on.
Perfect. Another new segment that we will be rolling with every week of our show. It is called This Week in Wrestling History. What do we got this week, Tommy? We have Mega Powers,
We have
right?
the Mega Powers breakup.
Oh yeah, that's where were they? Were they in the backstage when Elizabeth was like on the
Elizabeth
table?
was on the gurney getting all...
Whatever.
Yeah, it's right
whatever.
after the Hogan carried her back to the locker room. Like, for me, that was crap. Like, I get it, man. Elizabeth got injured. Yo, as a manager, that's what happens.
Yeah.
You know what Hogan should have been there for? For his partner, Macho Man.
Yeah, but Hogan fucked Randy in the NWO.
Yeah, Hogan consistently fucks Randy. That's the one man he doesn't want to put over in his life because he knows
He's
Randy
better
has
than
the
him.
character to explode.
Yeah.
Still, to this day, Randy has a character explode.
Yeah.
He's dead, what, a couple years? And he can still... You hear a Randy Savage.
Yeah.
It goes through your mind. Snap into a Slim
Yeah,
Jim.
Slim Jim.
Oh, yeah! And then that music hitting the fucking airwaves.
And honestly, Tommy, what else pops into my mind is his rap album talking about how he smashed out Stephanie. So, hey, Triple H, sorry, buddy, but something happened.
Oh, God.
Oh, talking about smashing out Stephanie. The Radicals, right?
Oh, the Radicals. Come on now, you have the Radicals showing up on well, it was then WWF TV, showing up in the front row.
How big was that moment? Okay, let's compare it to Jericho, and then let's compare it to the buyout.
So for me, let me ponder this question real quick at you guys. That first week, we seen the Radicals sitting front row. What were the first thoughts that went through your mind?
Well,
There's Dean Malenko, Eddie Guerrero,
Chris Benoit.
Yeah. Well,
Is that another subject we got? No, we don't got time.
We'll save that one for another day.
Yeah, man. I was marking out a lot though, just because. I mean, for real wrestling fans, we knew those were the workhorses over in WCW. So to see them jump ship, you knew something was seriously wrong in WCW. Even for the fact, like you, I think both of you were pretty hardcore WCW fans, right?
I was
big time,
a
big time.
WCW guy.
Big time.
So did you ever think when you hit 99 or whatever that things were going downhill?
It started about 2001 for me, not like 99. It started.
But that's my thing, is it went downhill from 99 to 01.
Yeah,
In 01 they got bought.
Yeah.
So you never really thought like, oh, this is the end of WCW. But that to me was the signal that was the flare that was shot. It was like, okay, Dean, Perry, Eddie, and Chris are now in WWE. The game's gonna change.
And that even happened before Chris Jericho. Am I mistaken or no?
No, that was after.
That was
Jericho.
after. All right, that was
Came
after.
out on his own individual. So for me, like you said, I was a huge WCW guy back there. The thing for me is, I'm very happy Vince gave Eddie and Benoit the title at some point. People I think they got the short leash of the stick, Dean and Perry. What I wish they would have done is kept them together so while they're winning these... Let's put it this way. I wish they would have completely took over the entire WWE, put them on notice, and then that's when we start the invasion angle. How much more explosive would that have been?
They broke it up too quick.
They did.
And then come on, Perry Sanders gets a mop, and Terry Reynolds, two of the worst things you can get in life, other than herpes
Perry
and AIDS.
Saturn dyed his handlebar mustache blonde. I remember that shit.
Solid.
And he fucking raged through somebody out of the ring and almost broke his back.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, guys, that is the end of episode 2 for the Outsider Podcast. For JG, Tom E. Guns, I'm Mean Dean. Catch us next week.
See ya.
So long.